And then he backs this up with scripture. He says the Bible warns us that the unbelievers cannot be neutral. They have a different mindset from Christians, right? Paul says in Ephesians chapter 4, this I say, therefore, and testify in the Lord that you no longer walk as the Gentiles also walk, in the vanity of their mind, being darkened in their understanding, alienated from the life of God because of the ignorance that is in them. So they have a different mindset, a different perspective, a different worldview, right, than the believer. So they're not neutral. And of course, we aren't either.
Right. Yeah, it's the person that wants to make the biggest impact to science. So he writes everything that has that he experiences going forward down on paper, and then he hands it in at the end of his life and says, "There, I've made contributions to science." Well, what science, where, for what reason, for what purpose, and what were we looking at? The smell of the air when your shadow was directly underneath you. Does that have any correlation? I don't know. I just wrote it down. So without, with being neutral, you're not able to be to have a direction of impact or point of view. We read this in Mitch Stokes' How to Be an Atheist, when he says the scientists who put forth the theory that holding on to that theory isn't neutral. They're not hoping to just disprove it and it goes away. They've invested something into them, psychologically almost, where they think this is the best answer to it. They've observed a phenomenon and they think this is the way to do it. And some scientists spend their entire lives to just then throw it away after 60 years of studying it because other things have come and defeated it. Or you have the structure of the atom that was hotly contested in science, and so you had two different groups of people that really fostered almost a war, a civil war, a true civil war in the scientific field by hashing that out. Mm-hmm. And so again, not neutral, right?
All right.